Okay, now we're going to arc length. And up until this point, you've been doing arc measure, where you either copy the central angle or you multiply the inscribed angle by 2. Now you're doing arc length, which is a formula, and it's the circumference of the circle times by either the degree measure of the arc or the central angle, all divided by 360. And remember, circumference is 2 pi radius. So instead of the big C, I'm going to put the formula, 2 pi radius, and I'm going to copy down my fraction. The only things I'm going to change are the x and the r. Everything else will stay the same. The r becomes the number 6 because that's the radius, and the x becomes the number 107 in this case because that is the central angle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to type everything into the calculator. 2 times pi, hit the pi button, times 6, times 107, divided by 360. And you should get 11.21 meters. And that's all there is to it. Again, write the formula, 2 pi radius, the parentheses, x over 360. Get rid of the r, get rid of the x, and you're going to put actual numbers in their place. In this case, the r is 15, because the r is the radius. The x is 38. In the calculator, 2 times the pi button times 15 times 38 divided by 360, and you should be getting 9.95 inches. Now, in number 3, it changes a little bit, because of course, why not? Wouldn't it change? You're always focusing on the bolded part. So notice here, the angle and the bold. The angle with the bold. Here, the bold angle is this guy that has no number. But we can find it, because I know a circle is 360. So I just subtract the part of the non-bolded part of the circle, and I get 218. So I could put 218 in the picture. And now I'm back to following the formula. 2 pi r x over 360. Subtract the r, subtract the x there, because those have numbers now. What is the r? The r is 4 centimeters. The angle that we just solved for was 218. 2 times pi times 4 times 218 divided by 360 should come out to 15.22 centimeters. And looking at number 4, again, it's just like number 3, where that bolded arc that we're solving for has no angle yet. So start by solving for that. So 360 minus 288, you should get 72. Okay, so now you can plug in, or you can just write the formula, right? What's going on here? 2 pi r x over 360. Replace the r and the x with numbers. The r is 9.5. The x is 72. In the calculator, 2 times pi times 9.5 times 72 divided by 360 is 11.94 feet. Okay. 5 and 6, pictures are not fully labeled, so we need to figure it out. First thing I'm looking at is at the very end. Find the length of CD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of color in CD so I know where I need to focus. Okay. Then it says EB is 15. And EB is a radius, which means all of these lines are 15. So I can bring this 15 here, or I can bring it here, I can bring it here. Doesn't matter. But I do just see that DB, that's right here, that I'm highlighting in yellow, is a diameter, which means I've got some 180 business happening here. Because I don't have my angle yet, I do need to do 180 minus 68 I get 112. And there's that missing angle that should be across from my bolded arc. So again, 2 pi r x over 360. We can erase out the r and the x. The r is 15, the radius is 15. The angle we just solved for is 112. And again, 2 times pi times 13 times 112, all divided by 360, should get us 29.32 centimeters. Okay, one more time. Again, nothing's been bolded, so the first step is let's find what we need to solve for. They want us to find the length of Nmp, so N to M all the way to P. There we go. Okay, and NR is 8. There's NR. Okay. Again, NR is a radius, so I can say that is 8 as well. And same with the other sides, right? All my radii are 8s. I am, though, missing some angle pieces because I do know that right here is a 162, but these guys I'm still missing. Okay, so I need to focus on what's in the picture. And right here that I'm highlighting in orange, this line, NQ, for example, is a diameter. So again, 180 minus 162 is 18. So I know this is 18, and I know that little guy is also 18. So I am ready to plug into the formula. 2 pi r x all over 360. I'm going to erase out the r and put in number 8. I'm going to erase out the x. And I need to use all 3 of these angles. So I have the 162, the 18, and the 18. So when I add it all up, I should get 198 as my angle. And I go straight into the calculator. 2 times the pi button times 8 times 198 divided by 360 is equal to 27.65 feet. So the trick to this paper is obviously remembering your formula and correctly plugging in the radius and the angle and typing into your calculator. At this point, though, that is the end of these notes. Make sure this gets in your notebook and you grab your next assignment.